Oyo, hello. It is Tease. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So, I stress a lot about, not giving up on your men, women, and children, and I don't know, just at least trying to bring awareness, even though it's not possible to save the world. Um, I'm thinking it's because most people, in particular the melanated people, it's like we're already stuck in our ways. So I'm thinking it's one of those things. It's like we're in such a delusion to where it's like something has to click in us to change. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck on stupid, if you will. So basically, I want to mention this time, and I've said this before too, but I want to say this for the last time, as far as like, just letting go and letting God or let her have it, whatever it is, because I've noticed that once I actually just say, you know what, I'm going to stop worrying about, or I'm not going to focus on it, then it works itself out. It usually does work itself out, but I'm thinking something like, if I notice it, it'll just bother me, and I'm thinking like, why won't y'all niggas get, So I'm really trying to figure out why would these niggas, you don't see that. And like I say, a lot of us are in a deep delusion, and most of us won't get it until it's too late. Like even with this whole political thing, like we don't realize, or we don't care that we're setting ourselves up for failure, and we don't realize that we're removing ourselves from the menu. So it goes from being the victim to being suicidal. So it's like one of those things where it's like, after a while, it's really not the system, or it's really not it is us. That's why I stress, okay, just go ahead and let go, because I'm saying I'm gonna let go, quit worrying about quote unquote our folks. So like I say, I mean, I'll still be all for the people, and like I said, while things are still normal, I'll help, but for the most part, I'm not. I am not going to try to save you, because, like I say, at this point, we should know who is who and what is what, and unless you're literally somebody who came up with no guidance, like I say, which are the people like the youth of like this generation, because I promise you, it's like it's the parents ain't shit, the elders, it's almost like there's no one to turn to. So I get it for this generation. I really do feel bad for this generation and beyond. But as far as like I don't even know what generation to call it. I don't know if it's the millennials on back or the 90s babies on back. Whatever it is, it's like there's a certain caliber of people where... Okay, hold on. This damn noise pass. And I swear, sometimes I be thinking that shit is done on purpose, because like, the noise kicks in. It's really quiet, then the noise kick in, and then with this particular camera, I can't pause it, and the shit is so annoying. Cause notice how it just changes, and it's just gonna be fucking annoying if I say stuff like that. Now, if I let that noise part go, I won't have to deal with that either, which is totally annoying. Especially if I call myself going out like by the garage. Oh, and speaking of that too, as far as like outside, remember the lady that's always in the background yelling, making noise? Once I actually let her go too, I'm thinking like, okay, that's gonna work itself out, and it did. So hopefully when it comes to like people terrorists, as far as who's making a noise in the background and acting a damn fool in the background, that worked itself out. So maybe I don't know if she got taken out of business, out the long way, or whatever it is, we won't have to worry about her. So amen to that, So yeah, so if I'm saying stuff like that, once I actually like let stuff go, don't worry about it, it works itself out. Even if I feel like, okay, people must be lying, or they try to pretend to help you and they don't, and I'm thinking like, okay, whatever, if that's what you say, then whatever, I'm not going to stress about it. But even with that, once I'm like, you know what, F it. If you're going to do something, do it. If not, then F it. And then literally, I want to say like less than a week later, everything came through. Okay, well, here's help for this, and that. Or it all comes through like a bombshell, because it wasn't really getting delivered, but when it did come through, it comes through as a bombshell. That's why I say with the people, when it comes to the melanated people, like literally my people, the one who I'm trying to wake up or kick or beat into shape, they're literally going to be worked out too, because there is a thing called dead weight, or if you're literally like a casualty of war, trust me, you are going to get picked off anyway. So like I say, maybe that's what's bothering me, because I'm thinking like, you don't realize you're headed to the slaughter. And again, the saying is not 2/3 of the world or 2/3 of my people will be lost due to lack of knowledge. That's not said for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Because that knowledge of, oh, okay, well, if you knew who you were, or if you knew that you were being manipulated, or if you knew that you were brain dead, you wouldn't be doing the things that you were doing. And like I said, if we don't wake up and smell the roses on that, or wake up and to care to smell the roses, or we don't drink coffee, whatever it is, then that's going to be our cause of demise. And again, I don't want to sound like, oh, all you want to do is bring doom and gloom, or you just want to be negative. And no, I'm actually being very realistic. And maybe our culture or our legacy, maybe we're becoming negative. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's why I'm frustrated too, because like I say, we go from being inventors and rulers of the world, and royalty, and well working, and well minded, and well working slaves, to literally just the brain dead. And that's what I'm just keep short and sweet, to just not sound disrespectful, because I have a few other nicknames to throw up. But I'm just like, these days, these niggas, it's almost like, who are these people? It's like we're mutants. So that's why now, if I'm viewing you as mutants now, only thing I can do is help those who there's hope for, and stay far out the way of those who there's not. Because like I said, when you start to fall at my right and left, there is no reaching your hand to me for help. You see what I'm saying? Because my thing is, once it's that, it's like, let them go. They choose death, let them go. If they feel like they got it all figured out on the winning team, let them go. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. When they start getting picked off because they think the shit is sweet. And here's another thing too. Like I say, we didn't wake up when it comes to that politics stuff. You think you're winning now because the Negroes are running to Trump. You do know that's going to be punishment later on down the line. Those blue thugs will be coming for you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we think shit is sweet. You think you can celebrate? Now we're going to be celebrating again in November, no matter who wins, because you got the blue. We got blue, like, which is our normal, our slave mentality tell us to vote blue. So if blue win, we're going to be shouting, hey man, first black president again, which is going to lead us back to the slaughter even faster. And then we're going to shout again because of the black Trump supporters, the ones that, oh yeah, it is Master the only one to help us. You see what I'm saying? Like we feel like we arrived on either, and we don't realize we're still on the plantation. Only one plantation says Jesus, and the other one, I'm just like, good giggly. Got one of them that I'm just, yeah, but just as I'm looking at us, I'm like, wow, we really think we arrived. We really think shit is sweet and don't know and don't care. Don't realize what's going on. I'm thinking, and that's gonna be the death of us. And so that's why I'm just thinking, like, I'm just gonna let go and let God. Like I say, I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm not even gonna show frustration. I'm not, because I feel like I've already said that. Like, I literally been saying the same thing more than once. I even said let go and let God more than once. So I'm thinking, at this point, I'm not beating a dead horse. And like I said, people literally, and when people choose to talk about it at times, and I know people can do what they want to do. Like one thing I don't want to do is zoom in on what other people are doing. Oh, you're doing right, or you're doing wrong. You should be doing right or wrong. No. People can do what they want to do, which it speaks volumes. Because literally, if I'm talking about foolishness at a time such as this, that should speak volumes to you as far as my character and where my mind is at a time such as this. With everything being in the air and with the unknown being at the forefront, and with the bright future that's nowhere on the menu, people should be like so on their toes and so ready to prepare, like this should push you into a whole new mindset to where if you were a fool yesterday, you should be like, but damn, you know what? Something just slapped me out of fool. I don't think I want to be a fool at this time. Nothing's really slapping anybody. That's why I say with us, we'll get it when it's too late. When our life flashes before our eyes, when it's too late, then we'll be like, oh damn, I probably should have listened, or I probably shouldn't have. It's like our priorities are effed up, and if our priorities are effed up, then that's not something I can focus on. I really can't. Like I say, people want to talk about relationship, you want to talk about guy versus gal or politics at a time such as this. And I understand it's political season, but there's much more going on. Then some red thugs and some blue thugs that don't F with you at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, good googly. It's like we're just still dying to fit in. We don't want to uplift ourselves, but we will run to the Asian section. We will run to the Hispanic department. You see what I'm saying? But we'll kick and scratch for other people. Because like I say, when they get in trouble, it's always a nigger running to their rescue. When you get in trouble, don't nobody run to your rescue. Everybody sit and record. So at this point, I think I'm going to be more watching and less talking. Because therefore, once I stop, back up, and then it's going to be yeah. Because normally when that's literally like clockwork. That's how it works out. I'm like, you know what, just let it go. Even today, yeah, today, because I don't think it's probably not quite midnight, or if it is, I'll just say today or yesterday. But literally, as I'm crossing the street, there's this bus coming right for me, mind you. And I didn't cross the street. I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I didn't cross the street fancy. I wasn't getting arrogant saying, well, you got to stop. Because that's what they do here. Now, I'm going to give the bus driver benefit of that. Because people in LA, they do that. They will dart in front of traffic, bus, whatever you are, semi. They'll dart in front of traffic because they feel like, well, you ought to stop. Or to whatever it is, drugs, whatever it is. People are known for darting in front of vehicles. And that's one thing I don't do. I'll use the crosswalk. I cross the street properly. I drive, whatever it is. I don't play in traffic. So I'm going across the street, and this bus, literally, the bus is turning as I'm crossing. So it wasn't like, okay, the bus is turning, let me hurry up and cross. No, I wasn't getting fancy, because I'm at literally a stop sign. So that means, okay, the stop sign, once the bus or once whatever stops, then you go. I go with the flow of traffic. So basically, long story short, as I'm crossing, the bus is steady turning to the point where the front of the bus is coming right for me, to where by the time the bus is turning, the turn barely missed me. So basically, I had to speed up in order for the side of the bus. You know how most times you turn, it's like as the bus is turning, it's like it's coming in closer to that turn, if it makes sense. Let's say if the bus is making a left, as it's turning, it's going to get closer and closer to the left part of the edge. But again, long story short, as I'm turning, the bus is turning. So the way the bus is going, the bus is making a left. So I'm keeping straight. So as I'm already going, so I'm already at the crosswalk. And the bus is turning. So basically, as the bus is turning, I'm seeing the face of the bus. I'm like, okay, so clearly the bus ain't stopping. So I have to just speed up on foot. So as the bus is turning, so basically the side part, if I didn't speed up, the side of the bus basically would have hit me. And honestly though, like the ignorant me, like the part of me that wanted to smoke, would have low-key let the bus hit me and then rose hell from there. Or even sue the shit. But I'm thinking, like, to me, I'm just more like, really? You supposed to be a professional bus driver with passengers. This wasn't a city bus, like one of the ones that maybe is from a different bus company, but because the bus station was not far, because it's a bus station that had the bus part, then you got the train part of this train station. Basically, long story short, the driver was looking right at me the driver was planning on hitting me. They wanted to hit me. So basically, I don't know if it was a demon that was in that driver or something about them that told them that, okay, attack. I've noticed that too in people. When they see me, something in them says attack. Now they can attempt it. They don't have the gumption or the ability or the balls to do it, but it's something in them that wanted. He probably didn't even realize he was about there. Probably didn't even care, because part of me feel like he's kind of sped up too. But like, no, he didn't hit me. But the moral of my story is that bus driver, he might not wake up to make it to work tomorrow. Because like I say, with that, I didn't get mad. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna stay in my femininity, so to speak. I guess they say if you get aggressive for a man, that's considered masculine. So I guess women are not allowed to have feelings, otherwise you'll be masculine. But men can be as gay as they want to be, okay, but whatever. That's not neither here nor there. So I was like, well, just out of natural instinct, I didn't really get upset about it. I'm thinking, like, okay, well, I didn't get hit, so at the end of the day, I'm fine. But yeah, I think the fact that I immediately I didn't make a big deal about it. It did kind of bother me, thinking, oh, this guy really tried to run me over. But the more of a story was, I'm going to let go and let God, basically. So like I said, that's why I can say confidently, he's probably not going to make it to work tomorrow. Like, I've seen this shit happen before. Like, look, people try to come for me, to want to just something in them says, oh, tag, or something that makes them want to come for me. And I think the problem is because when I do things genuinely. Like, I genuinely went to cross the street. Like I say, I don't play in traffic. I wasn't trying to get fancy. If I see the bus coming, let me hurry up and run across the bus because he's obligated to stop. No. I crossed, the bus was not moving when I crossed, but it did move when it did speed up when it seen me, so that's what I'm thinking, okay, well, that's why I can say confident, I'm gonna let go and let God, because again, I wasn't in the wrong, or I didn't have ill intent when I crossed the street. I call myself crossing the street responsibly. Like I say, I'm not a terrorist when I go out in public. Like I say, I don't bother people. I don't look for trouble. If I can't help you, I'm not gonna harm you. You see what I'm saying? I will help you from harm. But I never come out to harm people. I'm just saying, like, anytime I come out with great intention. So if anybody brings trouble, that's trouble being brought to me. And people who bring trouble to me, I promise you, it never ends well for them. It never. That's a very dangerous, deadly move. And I've seen this. I don't say this stuff. I say it confidently because I've seen it. Immediately, people bother me. You bother me today, I would say that within the next seconds or the next day, you will reap judgment. And whether I witness it or not, some or most of these I have witnessed as far as the judgment. That's why I say stuff like that. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you just think negatively. Like, no, I think very realistically. And if people give me realistically homicidal or some type of deadly result, then that's what it's going to be, you know. Even like when I just think of the children of our, you know, of our future, you know, I literally see the decline in the children, you know, because even the children that are on the ground now, it's like they're being fed to the wolves. It's like, what about the children in the womb? You know, I think about the children in the womb and the children who didn't get the opportunity to come because the womb is compromised, you know. A lot of our men and women, we are being compromised as far as our reproductive organs have, especially here in California. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, it's a poison and it's a chemical, but there's something in California where it's literally, it's strictly to attack the reproductive system. I want to say particularly the melanated reproductive system because it's on everything, but it's kind of like it's like I'm going to poison the food, but it's only, you know, it might make you sick, but it's definitely going to kill the niggers, if you will. Because I feel like some of these poisons, it's DNA based. I think that's why they use a lot of GMOs. That's why they say stay away from GMOs or anything genetically modified or bioengineered, because it's a DNA altering, you know. So again, if your DNA says that you're this, and that, this particular DNA altering ingredient or material that they put in the food that you're eating, it's probably going to literally attack your this, and that. You see what I'm saying? So certain DNAs will tell you, okay, hey, you're a melanated man with long hair, or you're a melanated man tall with whatever. And again, whatever's going on with this DNA modified food and you eat it, it's probably going to attack the melanin part of your DNA. You see what I'm saying? Or the reproductive part of your DNA. That's literally what's on the warning label: reproductive harm to cause cancer. You know, it's just like, it's everywhere, and it's like, you could tell this, it's an added chemical, so it can't be needed. And even if it is needed, if it's causing cancer, why are you using it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're literally being openly poisoned, and it's like, everyone just carry on. Oh, man. Yeah, so we can just carry on, no big deal. La la la. So I felt like I'm just gonna let go. And honestly too, I need to, like, literally, I don't know. I don't know if I have to get one of those invisible blankets or something, because it's like, my only thing is too with the people, you know, you got all these people. Yeah, I might be on the straight and narrow, but it's like, if society is, you know what I'm saying, they're out trampling people. And then I'm thinking it's crazy too, because it's millions of people. So you got millions of people on drugs, million people that ain't prepared, millions of people that's acting a damn fool. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's my only thing, millions of people. So that's why I say it is gonna take some serious military gear to cut through these people, because it's just like too many people in the wrong position at the wrong time. Millions of people at panic, please. And another reason too, I have to say no to niggas, because it's like, at a time of storm, you ain't gonna know who is who. You're not gonna know who's for you and who's against you. You just don't know these niggas. That's why I was like, yeah, after a while, like I'm saying, I don't want to say I'm giving up on niggas, but you better believe I am Ray Charles and Helen Keller put together when it comes to niggas. I don't want to see you, because you just don't know who is who. These days are too strange. People are a little too weird these days. You know, you don't know what's in the water. Everybody's, if you ain't on drugs, you got mental illness. If you ain't mentally ill, it's like you brain dead from, I don't know what it is. People got that political funk going on, and it's just like, oh man. It's like everybody's just brain dead, zombie like, comatose, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Ooh. It is giggly, in a sick delusion, and don't want to wake up. And I'm thinking, I can't be around people like that. Literally, yeah, you literally got swirls in your eyes, and working on your thriller moves, and honestly, I'd rather just let go and let God. Just sit back, stay off in the corner somewhere, and just watch you drop at my ankles, because I'm just over it at this point. Because really, I've already reached the conclusion that I can't save the world. And honestly, I wasn't really intending on saving the world. I guess, really, I wanted to inform the world, because we're all learning. You know, I got a lot of learning to do my damn self, you know, and then the information that I do gather, I'm like, oh wow, wait, did you know you don't really, this ain't really real, or you don't really have to worry about stuff. or you don't really have to do that, or that's not really what's going on. So, yeah. And I appreciate that too, not really being a part of the hype. Or, while the world's worried about this, I'm worried about something totally different. Oh, man. But I guess I can say again, I will be letting go and letting God. Hopefully all are well and safe, And, yeah, we could just work on that. Because like I say, and the priorities are key too. Like I say, literally to give everyone free will to do whatever they want. What they choose to do with their time at a time such as this is very telling. That's what I'm not going to say anything. Like I say, the people who focus on guy on gal, I'm just going to literally like block them. Like, hey, don't recommend this dumb shit to me. Because like I say, I can promise you, I'm not worried about relationships. I'm not worried about any of this, even politics. I'm not worried about none of this dumb stuff at times, even though I know this is political time. But to me, I just feel like there's much more going on than me standing and putting in my ballot. You see what I'm saying? Because clearly, if I had a say, we wouldn't be. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I just feel like we're just test tube babies. I really do. And they tell you how to feel. They tell you what to think. They tell you in the work. Just like how we're all right now. We're on what a pause mode or autopilot. We don't. What's going on? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What 2025? And it's just weird. Everybody's in a weird funk now. Based off what the system says, okay, this is the time to be in a funk. This is the time to be ready. Oh, this is the time for Halloween. Oh, that's another thing too, to watch out for Halloween. I guess they do a lot of rituals too. And that's another thing too. People gonna be thinking it's sweet. Let's go get our Halloween on. And then now your ass is gonna be a part of the next Halloween ritual. There's too much sorcery going on to be thinking shit is sweet out there. We think shit is sweet. We don't realize too. And actually with those lynchings and stuff. And then you got these black men and women thinking that it's time to celebrate because it's political season because your team might win or lose. But here's the thing. You better believe there's going to be hell to pay in November. November, there will be some hell to pay. So don't get too damn excited while we shout, hey, man. Yeah, you might want to calm down. Be well and be safe.